pressure cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now a give right side. Taylor. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Shift. Watch the shift. Let's go. Come on.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Line 36. Line 36. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. 9 yards that time. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And Brown's got it. He's got a Jets touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 50 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Vick will look to throw on first down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Let's get it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On 2nd and a yard, Roethlisberger. Able to find his running back, Geis. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Yeah, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Blue 30. Line 36. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Vick. Catch made here by Campbell. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 2nd down, Vick again. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Fournette. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going 45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey, man, watch the boots, watch the boots.
On third down, Vic. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Taylor, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Flag 20. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 54 is Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. That one complete. He finds Sharp. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Check the call. 51. Hey, alert.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. The give to Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. This will be caught by Brown. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger able to find Walter. That's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Roethlisberger now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down.
Shift. Take both of them.
They run with Taylor. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
On the ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Bring it.
Throwing, Vic. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw again on second down. Vic, man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Fournette, a first down carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 39, Vic, flush to his right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
45. Mike, 45. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Vic readies to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
First down, 49ers.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Vic. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Check your hot read.
Fournette running right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Watch the screen. 45 the mic. All day.
From the gun, Vick. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
45, 45, Mike, 45. Night, sweetheart.
Operating from the gun. Vick flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Vick. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
A little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get ready. Easy.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Take four.
Here's Taylor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 5-2's the mic.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Got him in. It's Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run with Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Vic got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. And it's complete to Kelsey. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Vick now. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Vick will look to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And now off to the races, down the right side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Vick. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd down, Vick. And that is incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Vick to throw on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down, it's Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 6.
All right, now, black 20. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Block it.
Now Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On second down, Vick again. Flush to his right. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Here we go, here we go. Motion, 89, 89. Watch 89. Single, slot. Hey.
Third and long for Vick. It's Kelsey on the ground. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On 4th down, Vick to the right side. It's Kelsey. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Rush in.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
54's Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shane Ray. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Watch the edge.
One last shot for Michael Vick. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.